Hello guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today is going to be the stupid microphone. Today is going to be my first studio vlog, which is why I'm holding the camera in the air like a vlogger. But my arm's getting really tired, so I'm probably going to put you down. In the first video that I made, I mentioned that on this machine it comes with Disney designs, and I had never done them before. And so today I'm going to show you the beginning to end of how I embroider a sweatshirt using one of the designs that comes on my machine. That's the whole video. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time being here, my name is Chelsea. I run a small business on Instagram and Etsy called Thread the Line, where I make embroidered sweatshirts that really pertain to TV shows in Jesus Christ. So if you're interested, you can go check it out. All the information will be in the description box. But we're gonna get started. In my opinion, step number one of the embroidery process should be to light a candle and make yourself feel like you're ready to get started. So this is a apron that I embroidered my logo on. I like to wear it because it makes me feel productive. Now look. You didn't have to embarrass me like that. Hold on now. Yeah. Okay. Also because I didn't feel like ironing my shirt. In my apron, I like to keep my big fabric scissors, a ruler, a binder clip. I couldn't find it. Look, in the white thing on the counter. It's white and black. There is no white and black thing. Now, if I go in there and I find these scissors, I'm gonna be upset. And I like to keep some little scissors in here as well. Our candle is lit, and so are we. And now we're ready for step two. So now I'm just gonna go turn the machine on. Feels easy enough, right? You're already doing so good. Look at you. This isn't hard. You got it. So on this machine comes with a bunch of Disney designs, and so I went to Instagram and asked them to pick if I should do Buzz and Woody or Mater and Lightning. They chose Buzz and Woody. So that's what we're going to do today. So the machine comes with individual designs of both of them, but I'm going to combine them to make my own unique design. So, yay. This is just calibrating it to make sure that it has room to move. So we're going to take our little stylus and we're going to go to Disney, where we have Woody on Donkey, right? We have Woody on Donkey and then oh my gosh, we have Woody on Donkey and then Buzz. So I'm going to put these two designs together, but I just wanted to show you like some of the other ones. They have a whole Pooh Bear selection here. Super cute. Originally, when I was going to do this video, I was going to do this one, this Disney one, because it's like super cute and I thought it'd be like a cool vintage look on a like gray sweatshirt. But look how many stitches it is and how long it was going to take. And so I decided against that, and now we're going to do Buzz and Woody. I'm going to choose Woody first. Hit set. This shows all of the colors that it's going to take to do this design, as well as what size hoop you'll need. So we can't use a 4x4 hoop, but we can use a 5x7 and up. And I'm just going to go down here to add, and then hit Disney again, and bring Buzz in. And then we're just going to move it until we have a cute kind of setup that I like. I'm going to try to stay with the 9.5 by 9.5 hoop because the larger one is a little bit tricky for me. So we're just going to move it around until this is our design. So we'll just hit embroidery, and then it's going to tell us step by step. So here you can see we're going to start with, I think, Woody's eyes and Donkey's mouth, and then we're going to go through all of these colors. I'm going to pick out all of these threads so I can be ready. My inspo was very vintage, and so I decided to go with a gray sweatshirt instead of a white for this reason. I just have the sweatshirt laid out on a table, and what I'm going to do is take a piece of tailor's chalk. I like to use this to make sure that I can get my design centered. I'm going to take my ruler, and you can naturally find the center of the sweatshirt here, or sometimes they'll even have a fold or crease in it. I put most of my designs between 4 and 5 inches. I'm going to do 5 inches for this one because I want it to take up more space here than here. I like to mark it with chalk just so you can see it easier. It helps you when you're hooping and when you put it on the machine. So. I have my 9.5 by 9.5 hoop. This is my favorite hoop. I think I'm gonna slide it in vertically instead of horizontally. I'm gonna try it. So we have my mark, and on the hoop it has its own little notches that show you where the center of it is. So I'm just going to like pull it until I can get to that point, or I'll take this off. Since I'm way off, I'll just take it off and slide it until I get a little bit better, and then stretch it to make sure there's no lumps or gaps, or it's just nice and tight. And then we're going to tighten it here, and then I'll pull again. Be careful when you're pulling, because you can just pull it like totally out, and then you'll have to start over. So once I feel like I'm good with this, it should kind of feel like a drum. You know how a drum like kind of kicks back at you? It should kind of feel like that. So we're done here. I'm just gonna look at my bobbin. I have enough. I'm going to float this by hurting myself and then pulling this back until this is all that we see. Then this slides onto the machine. Here I am just moving the sweatshirt away from the embroidery area and using a binder clip to secure it out of the way, and just making sure that my needle is only going directly into what I want to be stitched. So do you guys remember I said that I like to slide the stabilizer under instead of hooping it with the sweatshirt? So that's what I'm going to do now. You can just like literally lift it up. And slide. So I'm just going to feel to double check all of this is flat. My embroidery field is flat. There's no sweatshirt under here. The only thing I have to be cautious of is if this comes back over into the field. Just like, that's why I like to use binder clips. I'm going to choose layout and move it because it's not on my center mark yet. Let's see how far it'll let me move it before it's out of frame. Oh, perfect. So if you put your foot down, you should be able to see where it's going. I already have my white thread just threaded in there, and we're going to hit go. That's literally it. That's it. So while this is stitching out, I'm just going to look for my ring and start to organize my craft room. Let me tell y'all how I lost my ring. Have you ever been packaging your orders, getting your shipments out on time to your loyal customers? When you were using your hot glue gun, did you happen to realize how hot it was? Did you realize that the wax inside of it was running towards your hand? And did you shake your hand so hard your ring fell off? Yeah, so I burnt my hand really bad and shook my hand so hard that my ring fell off. So while I am refolding these sweatshirts and just organizing my entire craft room, I'm going to look for my ring. In the process, I'm also changing each thread per step of this woody design. Hopefully this should be done once I am done cleaning up. The reason we're going to go back a few steps is it takes your needle a minute to recognize that there's no thread in it. And so there's the period of time where you miss stitches. So I like to go back 10 to 20 stitches just to make sure that area gets covered. Okay, so it just told me that my bobbin thread was empty. So we're going to unhoop this. Be careful. Be careful. If it comes out of place, how are you going to line it back up on the machine? So make sure it doesn't come out the hoop. I'm just going to slide it towards the back of my table. Take this off. This is what it looks like. So this is when my machine warned me that it was empty. And it was very close. That's why I got spools on deck. Pop this in there. Thread it. Put the lid back on. Put this back on the machine. Continue with your regular schedule programming. Hello, it's currently 10:30 at night. I've taken so many breaks on this project that I'm not even done, and I started at like 10 a.m. this morning. I'm like more than halfway through with Buzz. Family. I just wanted to spend time with my family, so I didn't come in here to like change the threads as often as I could have to be able to finish this in one day. So I'm gonna finish tomorrow and then show you guys kind of like my after process of when I'm done embroidering. So, but I'll show you what Buzz looks like right now. Not too shabby, but I'm gonna go to bed now and I will see you guys in the morning. Hello, it's the next day. Today I went grocery shopping with my sister and prepared food for the week because our parents are out of town and they normally feed me. So I made some soup, which was really fun. And now I'm gonna start on this project again. So now I'm about to start on this project again, and I'm gonna show you how easy it is to like pick up from where you left off. So basically, I'm just gonna turn it back on. I'm gonna take it off of the machine. You guys remember how like when I first turned on the machine, it had to like calibrate and stuff? It has to do that again. So it has to calibrate and get ready, and then we'll put it back on the machine. Okay, so the embroidery carriage unit will move. Yay! Now we're going to put it back on. And a little message popped up that says, is it okay to recall and resume previous memory? And I say, okay. And then it's going to pull up exactly where I was, and it says the carriage is going to move again. And this is exactly where I was. I am doing the black step on Buzz. The black step has been like my favorite because it's going to outline and make all those little details, and so I'm going to see if I can do a time lapse of it, but I don't know, for some reason this camera takes time lapses and like does like a second per 5 minutes, and this step is 10 minutes, so I hate the glare in my glasses. I don't even know what to do with that. I'm lazy. Okay, are my eyes being lazy? Sometimes my eyes get really lazy. I'm going to try to set up a time lapse for the 10 minutes of it doing the black, because that's like the best part of this. I found my ring. You guys, this is done. So I'm just gonna take it off the machine. I'm gonna give you guys a close look at it. So the next thing I'm gonna do, remember we talked about tear and wash away stabilizer? So I'm just gonna tear this on the back. Sometimes it's more satisfying than others. So this is what the back looks like. As you can see, there's still some stabilizer in here. If I'm really picky, I can go in and take this out, but it's not that big a deal because it'll wash away later. I'm going to actually leave it in the embroidery frame and just take my little scissors, go in and make some cuts. So as you can see, like this isn't like a clean design, okay? Sometimes certain designs don't have jump stitches, which means like if the same color is trying to move from like one point where it ended across to another, it will drag the string with it if it doesn't have a jump cut, where that means like you tell the machine cut it here and then proceed. Ah, shoot. I popped the frame off. Yeah. It's not gonna hurt anything. To me, it's just easier to cut it with scissors when it's like tight and still on here, but I'm gonna make it work. You can see there's like some stray threads. Maybe you can't see. There's like some stray threads here because I had a lot of problems with my black thread. It just got really bunchy, and I had to keep like putting it back in the machine. So I'm gonna go through and cut all of these like this and this, like these are sticking out right here. I'm gonna go through and cut all of those. And it's cute. Oh. It's cute. I'm digging it. I really am. So. You guys, I'm so tired. Okay, this project has taken me 2 days, which I'm so glad I did this one instead of the 103-minute design that I had originally planned on. Great things to come out of this project is I learned a lot. Watching how the design stitched out kind of gave me some ideas of how I can digitize more efficiently and add details to my designs to make them a bit better. Overall, I'd give this design maybe like a 8.5 out of 10. I really liked all the details. However, the details were also really annoying, like having to change the thread so many times was really frustrating for me, and why it took a bit longer than I was expecting. But I am happy with the way that it turned out, and I don't know, I would never sell this design because you saw, like, you guys, it's taking me 2 days. Like, I'm in a totally different outfit, and it's nighttime.
It's pitch black, dark outside.
But I'm done. I did it. I also stitched something for my Etsy shop today and on my little machine. I'm working on another project, but I'm going to go finish that up. Yeah, you guys, I am open to feedback. To me, I was feeling a little about the filming process of this video. I didn't feel like I added enough information and kind of made it too simple. So if you guys could like give me some feedback on how I can make this video better for you, or just better in general, please, I'm open to your feedback, but keep in mind that I'm extremely sensitive. If you just intentionally try to hurt my feelings, I'll just pray for you. You can expect to see 3 videos from me in the near future. One being a list of things that I bought when I first started my embroidery company things that I keep in the craft room that I feel are essential to embroidery. Today you saw I used rulers, chalk, binder clips, all of those things and more in that one. And then the last one being how do you digitize. Those are 3 videos that you can expect from me in the upcoming weeks. Until then, it's your girl Chelly, and I just really appreciate you watching this video. I pray that the Lord blesses your day, this week, this month, and ultimately your year, and to him be all the glory for everything that happened in this video. Until next time, your friend Chelly. I'm out, babe.